Vegetarian substitutes for chicken can be found in many different varieties. Some of the most common substitutes are tofu, seitan, and tempeh. Tofu is made from soybeans and has a similar texture to chicken. Seitan is made from wheat gluten and has a chewy texture. Tempeh is made from fermented soybeans and has a nutty flavor. There are other varieties such as mushrooms, jackfruit, and eggplant that can be used to make vegetarian chicken substitutes. Chicken is a popular meat that many vegetarians eat. Some vegetarians choose not to consume meat for ethical reasons, while others may avoid it due to health concerns or allergies. Using substitutes for poultry and meats like these can help vegetarians keep their favorite dishes in their diets. Tofu. Tofu is made from soybeans and has a similar taste and texture of chicken when cooked properly. It absorbs the flavor around it like regular chicken would, but also holds its own flavors well too. To substitute tofu for chicken, and vice versa, you should press the water out of the tofu before cooking it. Use a tofu press or place it between two plates and set something heavy on top like a book or a couple of cans of food. This will help the tofu absorb less water and have a firmer texture when cooked. Seitan. Seitan is made from wheat gluten and has a chewy texture that is reminiscent of chicken. It can be found pre-made at most health food stores, or you can make your own at home by mixing wheat flour with hot water until it forms into a dough. Allow the dough to rest for about 15 minutes, then knead it for about 5 minutes before boiling. Be sure to reduce the amount of salt you would normally use in seitan recipes, as chicken already contains quite a bit of salt. Tempeh. Tempeh is made from fermented soybeans and has a nutty flavor like tofu. It can be used to make vegetarian chicken substitutes because of its firm texture and chewy consistency. To make tempeh chicken, simply cut your favorite recipe in half and add 1/4 cup, 60 milliliters, of soy sauce for every cup, 240 milliliters, of flour mixture you use. If you would like to add other spices, just do so before adding the sautéed seitan mixture into the dough. Carefully blend the ingredients together until it forms a dough-like consistency. You can also substitute tempeh for tofu or seitan if desired. Mushrooms. Most varieties of mushroom make a great substitute for chicken. Shiitake, oyster, and portobello mushrooms are all good options. Simply slice the mushrooms into pieces or strips before adding them to your dish. You can also grill or sauté them as you would do with regular chicken meat. Jackfruit. Jackfruit has a certain texture that is chewy and stringy, much like pulled pork or shredded chicken. The best way to use jackfruit as a vegetarian substitute for meat is by using it in place of shredded barbecued meats such as pork or beef. It makes an excellent burger replacement since it has a rich flavor and a similar taste to barbecue sauce too. Eggplant. Eggplant can be sliced into thin pieces to make vegetarian chicken substitutes. The texture resembles that of meat, and eggplant can absorb flavors well too. Be sure to wash the eggplant thoroughly before preparing it. Soak the cut pieces in a salt water bath for about an hour to remove any bitterness that is sometimes present in raw eggplants. When consuming these vegetarian substitutes for chicken, there are some health concerns to take into consideration. Tofu is often high in sodium, which can cause problems if consumed too much or by those who already have high blood pressure or kidney problems. Seitan may also be high in sodium depending on the recipe used and the added condiments and spices that are added to flavor it. Tempeh is considered healthier than tofu or seitan because it is high in fiber, but it may be difficult to work with depending on your recipe. Jackfruit, eggplant, mushrooms, and portobello are all low in sodium, so they make great alternatives. When cooking these substitutes for chicken, be sure to use lower heat and cook them slowly over the stove top or grill to prevent burning. Jackfruit should also be simmered, not boiled, for optimal flavor.